Before we get to the box office portion of this week's video edition, I want to share an interview I did with a director named Ryan Prows a few weeks back. He isn't that well known at this point, but back in 2017, he made a crime comedy called Low Life, which I saw at the excellent Fantasia International Film Festival in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's a fantastic genre festival I've only been able to attend twice, but Low Life was one of the movies I saw there that stuck with me. I instantly became a fan of Ryan's work, as well as the amazing ensemble cast he put together, which included Nikki Michaud and John Oswald, both of whom appear in this new movie. That movie is called Night Patrol, and it's an LA-based crime thriller that includes an elite police task force made up of, I don't think this is a spoiler, vampires. Night Patrol has an equally impressive cast that includes Justin Long, Jermaine Fowler, RG Seiler, CM Punk, Dermot Mulroney, Freddie Gibbs, and as I mentioned before, Nikki Michaud. Nikki is someone who's been acting for a long time, mostly on television, and you might not know her that well. I think she's an actor who's going to break out in a big way, similar to how Viola Davis and Octavia Spencer went from being supporting roles, small players in movies, to being big stars, winning Oscars. I'll have another interview piece with four members of the cast of Night Patrol very soon, so look for that right here on The Weekend Warrior as well.
What is this? They shot your sister.
I think it was Night Patrol.
You guys are special. I want to be a part of that. When are you gonna let me in on the big secret around here?
You want in, Night Patrol? This is it.
What the What did you do to me?
You wrote that recent Low Life article about ice, right?
Collider, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you for that.
No problem.
Kicking
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah, I've been a fan since I saw it at Fantasia. I saw I was rare year I went to Fantasia, and it was one of the press screenings they did, and it was great.
Awesome.
So
Appreciate that.
see
Yeah, I
you
love
much.
Fantasia. They helped us out with that because we were a very small movie.
So you wrote this with the same guys you wrote that with. I don't know if you have
Yeah.
a name for your collective or not, or it's just guys you write with, or
Yeah, I mean we did like a sketch comedy thing for a while, but we are just we all went to school together and we were all buds and kind of had similar interests and similar but different interests. So, just keep it rocking.
Hmm. Was this something you were developing since Low Life came out? Was this the
Yeah.
next thing? And okay,
Yeah, we were working on it actually while we were doing the festival run for Low Life. Started kind of kicking it around, and it was pretty quickly after that we started going out with the script and getting we got Goyer and Keith Levine attached as producers. So it's been a while, big labor of love to push us boulder up the hill, but so stoked that we're here.
Hmm. Was David Goyer involved even before you started shooting?
Yeah, they've been on for a while. Like, we had the script done and then we were sending it around trying to get producers interested in it. So I want to say like 2018, 2019 they came on.
And I assume like COVID and all that stuff, all the strikes kind of slowed things down a little
Strikes,
bit.
COVID,
Yeah.
yeah, every plague in the Bible that's hit us. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was so rad when we first met with Goyer, and he was really just like, "Well, if I'm gonna do a vampire thing, it's gonna be this." But
Mhm.
like, it felt like such a cool, like, crowning achievement of like, oh wow, like Goyer wants to put his name on this vampire piece. So that was really cool.
Yeah. And was this deliberately not as comedic as Low Life, or was that kind of just comedic by I don't know. I'm not sure because not really that funny, but I mean it does have a lend itself to more humor than this
Yeah,
does, I think.
which is yeah, like a feat within itself of it being what low life was about. Yeah, I mean, it's always like trying to like find levity where you can, but not force it, I guess, and find like these sort of fun characters. Like I feel like the cryptozoologist blood set of Bornelius and friends would probably fit in the low life world as well.
Were these are these like real gangs? Are these like real gangs out there
We
or
initially wrote with real gangs, but then
okay.
we ended up changing them and changing sort of location names as we were like, getting into production and meeting with real folks and talking like kind of like through stuff. YG actually came up with the set names, which are pretty fun. So shouts to YG is he was a EP on the film as well and came on to sort of legitimize all the gang side of stuff.
Oh, wow, okay.
being
Yeah.
really good in the movie.
Yeah, I know I spoke to David Ayer a lot over the years, and he's kind of has a, I mean, he kind of does a lot of like street level crime
Mhm.
police kind of stuff. I mean, was that one of his movies an influence on this at all, or
Yeah, End of Watch definitely.
okay? That was one I was
Uh,
thinking of actually.
yeah, like the cop one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Training Day is rad. That's not his movie, but he wrote it. But yeah, uh, like an incredible screenwriter, and I love his movies. I think in his, it's the same sort of thing of like, I feel like it's with my stuff too. It's just trying to find like an authentic sort of grounded way world and way in. I feel like maybe we push ours a little bit further of just like the absurdity then mixed with it. And or vampires or what have you. But yeah, no, his End of Watch was definitely like a touchstone for like trying to make this LAPD feel like a LAPD cop movie, and like a also like a '90s throwback hood crime film, gang film, and cool vampire movie mix.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean the casting is really interesting because you have like Justin Long, you have Jermaine Fowler, who I kind of know more for the comedic stuff, I think,
Yeah, for sure.
and they're playing like police officers, playing
Yeah.
like it's like what was involved with like the casting, like what was it? Was it like a big search to figure out the right actors for these roles, or
Yeah, I feel like that was sort of like the boon of, like approaching Justin with something that he hadn't done before. And it was really exciting when we got him involved in it. And he's so like I'm so like excited with him in the movie and like how he pushed himself and kind of does something you've never seen him do. And same thing. I was working with Jermaine Fowler on a couple different projects, and I always just sort of saw like, oh, he's got this side of him that could be, like this, foundational character, leading man sort of vibe. But then, yeah, he's always kind of more in those comedic roles, but he's got the chops for it. And then, then it was folding in like Freddie Gibbs is like one of my favorite artists out right now, and I kind of knew that he could. I mean, he's done one film, but or he had done one film before this, but knew he had the chops to kind of like really hold the screen. And same thing, Flying Lotus, and YG, and then working with Nikki Michaud, who was in Low Life, and trying to get all like the balance of older, new folks that we've worked with, and then also like, like someone like Dermot, who's like this staid, like just super pro mixed with some young kids who maybe haven't done a ton of stuff and like bring some energy to it. It was like kind of the fun mix of the soup of that.
yeah, I feel bad because I'm really a movie guy. I don't really watch a lot of television. I don't really know the hip hop world so much. So a lot of these, even CM Punk. I mean, I watched go in and out of WWE where I think I started watching again after he left, and I
Yeah.
stopped before he came back. So
Right.
so I'm not really as familiar with it. I think I'm more familiar with it as an actor than I am
Oh man, best in
as
the
a wrestler.
world.
Yeah.
CM Punk is awesome, and same deal. It was just like he got the assignment, but also like he got what we were trying to do, but also was like fearless and pushing and being a just a bad guy. Like it was really cool and having fun with like smoking a stogie and like doing drugs the whole movie. Like his character is like this drug free, like
Hmm.
straight edge guy or whatever. So like having fun with all that, like he was game for everything.
Oh, cool, cool. And you also brought back Nikki, and you also have John Oswald also in this
Yep.
movie, which is great. It's funny, I wasn't even familiar with Nikki's other work. I mean, I literally you were from Low Life and now this.
That's
Like,
awesome.
yeah, and I'm gonna talk to her later and to Freddie as well and
Oh,
RJ.
great.
But yeah, so like, I mean, is it kind of like a natural thing? It's like, oh, hey, we have a role, let's go back to Nikki and
Yeah, I mean, we wrote that role for her specifically. I just, she's so different. She's the best actor I've probably ever worked with or will work with. She's so good, and she, is so different from this character, so different from her character in Low Life, and but also has her in it as well, and are like pieces of her personality in it. So I knew she would kill it, and I knew, we just had to get Johnny in again. He's like one of my favorites as well, and if he can make you love a swastika face, we knew he would make you at least like this turd of a cop that he plays in the movie.
Yeah, it took me a couple seconds without the swastika covering his face. It took me a couple
Sure.
seconds, but then his voice like, yeah, that's the voice. That's a Randy
Yeah,
voice.
100%.
Yeah. So did you end up shooting this in LA? Was this really shot in LA, or did you find other
Yeah, we
places?
shot
You did?
LA
Okay.
for LA. We shot in um all nights or pretty much all nights. So it was a tough but fair production.
Yeah, I want to talk about the special effects because it's not only the vampire effects but also the gore. So
Yeah.
that, I mean, did you go into it like trying to do everything on set? Do you have to do a lot in post? Or what's sort of your mentality
Yeah,
on that?
some of it we like designed per like we had Justin Martinez who I worked with on my VHS segment too. He helped out on that. He does a lot of VHS stuff and then he did his own segment as well. He's like a filmmaker as well. But you know, we sort of designed some of the VFX stuff early on or knew what we were going to do or mix and matched it. And then worked with Josh Russell and Sierra Spence, who worked with on Low Life as well for the makeup effects. And some of that was like, you know, we built puppets that then we knew we were going to comp onto faces. So it was a good melding of the two worlds. And some of it was just straight, yeah, like let's do this as practically as possible and then augment where we need to. Or it was more of that than we didn't have a ton of like just straight VFX builds or anything. So like the more we could kind of get our hands on something or shoot something practically, even if it was something we were going to like add in or comp in later, like that was a big push to make it feel tactile and real.
Did Goyer have some input on that? Because obviously he has so much experience with that from the Blade movies.
Yeah. Like we talked, like, you know, he was he was more like spiritual godfather while we were shooting. Keith Levine, his producing partner, is was like more the boots on the ground producer from their camp. And but yeah, he was kind of weighing in on stuff as like we were designing the creature effects and everything. So had to sit at the foot of the master on that one to listen to some of his stuff too. So he had some cool input. He didn't really give us a ton of. I was hoping we'd get like a big like story summit with him where he'd like tear the script apart and give us some gems. And he was happy with the script, so that was cool.
Oh, nice. I do want to ask a quick question about Low Life because I did get, obviously I'd seen it like whatever 8 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I'd probably seen it a few times since then, maybe a few times. But then as soon as all the ice stuff was happening, it was like, okay, I got to rewatch Low Life, and then I pitched something and got accepted. And have you noticed the film being discovered more now in this year, especially, or?
A little bit, but not a ton. I mean, it's sort of like a slow and steady thing. It was funny. It was like when we were making that, like ice has always been terrifying to me when they first or our team when they first like were like bringing it out. But yeah, we were like, is anyone even going to know what ice is when we were like making the film? Because we were specific to have like ice across the chest plate and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I mean. Awful. I don't know. Like, I hopefully it's not to the level of what Low Life gets to, but I'm sure it's not far from it.
Yeah. Listen, Ryan, it's so great to meet you finally. After
Yeah, really great to meet you. Yeah, thank you again
and,
for your support over the years, man. I really appreciate it.
They vampires.
Tonight, let's go. We show him how Night Patrol hunts. We bleed colonial courts dry.
I heard what they were. I still didn't believe.
Y'all feel that? Coming for us next.
This is Night Patrol. We need to be ready.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Yeah. Oh,
Hey. This is a sacred night.
This is good versus evil.
We ain't going nowhere till we get some payback on that demon.
Is it demons? It could be lizard man.
What? Yo, Trip, you bought them silver bullets?
Hold up, blood. That's werewolves, man. You tripping?
I ain't tripping no, I ain't tripping no.
Well, suck it up.